is reflected the absolute consciousness. And the reflection of the absolute consciousness in individual water, in individual bucket of water, is called as I. See? Now we are sitting like this. I'll give an example from India. It happened many years back before. I used to be young those days. Now I am experienced. So, when I used to go by, the general compartment, never by a special compartment. Those days, a young time, blood is boiling, you want to have adventure and all that. So I used to go there. When you sit in the compartment, in India, there is a lot of rush everywhere, many people. So when you get in the compartment, everybody fighting, have you paid, like that, and after some time, the train starts, terrible heat, lullaby, and the containers open. Indians are expert in eating. The culture of a country is directly proportionate to the number of variety of dishes available in that country. So, hundreds of dishes. And the people, when they are traveling, they will not like to eat food from outside. So, they will be having their own boxes, and all the boxes will open. And there will be exchange of food. And when the food goes in, and then the lullaby of the train going on, and the heat, and slowly, everybody sleeps. And when everybody is sleeping, earlier when we were awake, if I touch somebody, don't touch me, keep away from me. And when we sleep, my legs go and land in somebody's lap. He has no objection. Somebody's hand comes and goes in my pocket. I have no objection. All the differences have disappeared. But the principle of life remained manifest in every person. See, so what has happened? In those small pots, when there were many reflections of the bulb, we had added more water, and that multiplicity or the manyness on account of many small containers has merged. Exactly the same way. When we are awake, identified with the body, and I is the body, then there are differences. I am man, you are woman. I am handsome most in the whole world. When we landed here, these virgin people, they say, welcome to the most wonderful city of the whole world, Adelaide. And everybody was happy there. And this my host who brought me here. So I was, just trying to say, this looks like a small village, Adelaide, doesn't have any, feel that you have come to a big city and all that. Immediately she became angry. Swamiji, this is the best place. And ultimately she told the truth. She is born here. I said, there is no better place than this. Because you are born here. All those differences, achievements, failures, good and bad, is valid only when I am identified with the body and you are identified with your body. Is it not? The moment we enter the experience of deep sleep, in the deep sleep, many of us snore. That is why it is called as a sound sleep. That sleep which is for us and produces sound for the society is called as a sound sleep. Now in that sound sleep experience, all the differences have disappeared. And when there is no difference of any kind, what are the kinds of differences? First, I versus you. Second kind of difference, I, the experiencer, versus the world that is experienced. I, the little created one, versus God, the creator. These are all the differences. So when there is no body identification, all these differences are gone. And what is our experience? When we get up from the sleep, after 6 or 8 hours of sleep, do we say, hey man, I am damn tired, I was sleeping for 8 hours. Do we say? Do any job for 8 hours? How tired we become? But after we wake up from the 8 hours of sleep, what is our condition? Hey, I am fresh. Where from the freshness has come? Take, for example, one paper in your hand, small paper. If you hold it, is it painful? No. Continue to hold the paper for 1 hour. Same paper. It will be painful? Little bit. Continue to hold the paper for 8 hours. Same paper. Oh God, it is too painful. Has the weight of the paper has increased? Then why are we tired? See, when we are holding this dumb thing called as body, as me, initially, like a small piece of paper, we hold it. When we come out of the sleep, we are fresh. So, in the beginning of the day, we are exclamation. During the day, we become a question mark. And in the evening, we are underlined. See? Now, body is the same. Body has not changed. Why the body becomes a burden? Because whenever we hold on to anything finite, it is a painful affair. And holding on to this notion, then I am the body, and in that body, there is a soul. This wrong notion is the cause of all the miseries in life. See, friends, the truth is, there is but one absolute reality which is supporting all the bodies. When that one reality is expressing through the masculine body, all the masculine characteristics come out. Because of that, the conscious existence is not masculine in gender. The same consciousness, when expressing through the feminine body, all the feminine qualities come up. That doesn't mean that the conscious existence has a feminine gender. The same consciousness, when expressing through a cow giving milk, it doesn't mean that it is a mammalian consciousness. And when the same consciousness is enlivening a cobra, it is not a reptile poisonous consciousness. The differences are in the bodies, but that which is expressing through all the bodies is one and the same. When we discover this, our vision will completely change. It is something like this, so simple to cognize this. What is a vision? Vision is expression of mind through a gadget called as the eyes, is it not? What is the hearing ability? Expression of mind through another gadget called as the ears. See? When the mind expresses through the nose, poking ability. We poke nose, is it not? Don't poke your nose. So it is the same one mind. Because of the different gadgets is functionally different. But because of this, The mind has become many,